all here, but also mad as hell. So I got to the state senate in 2002. And every year, I bet the Assembly does this also, we do a resolution for Women's Equality Day, and every year I say, what happens to the other 364 days a year? One day of equality. And it's only been symbolic, because our laws don't protect us equally. I know that every one of you, women, men, children, understand what it means if we don't have equality in our laws in New York State. You have real-life stories. Your friends and family members have real-life stories about discrimination in the workplace, discrimination in health care, abuse and domestic violence where the laws weren't there for you. It's an endless list of issues that women face in the state, which means the men in their lives face it also. And I know that every one of us can't explain to our children why we would have two sets of laws on the books. One law for men and different, weaker laws for women. So I am mad as hell. But today, I see an answer. I see us in that building behind you, that beautiful capital of the great state of New York, being able to pass a critically important piece of legislation with 10 critical points to it within the next 3 weeks. I know we can do it. You're going to make us do it. You're going to help us and you're going to make us do it. This isn't a Democratic issue. This isn't a Republican issue. This isn't a Green Party or working families political issue. This is a fundamental civil rights package.
Yes.
And if there's any elected official who tells you they can't commit to helping it come to the floor of the Senate or the Assembly, and they can't give you their vote on this bill, then what are you going to tell them?
Yes.
You're going to say they get out so we can put somebody in. There is no excuse for holding back the women of the state from having equal protections under our laws. So it's a day of celebration. I want to thank Governor Cuomo for giving us this bill. I want to thank the organizations who have worked so hard for so many months to get us here. I want to thank all of you for getting here today. But let's be serious. This work is not done until this bill passes both houses. We have 3 weeks to get it done, and there are no excuses.
Right.
There are no excuses. We're not going home until we can say we passed the Women's Equality Act. We took a giant step out of the wrong-minded history of the state into a future where we can all tell our next generations it doesn't matter whether you're a young man or a young woman. It doesn't matter whether you're a grandmother or a grandfather. The New York state laws will treat you equally and protect you equally. So thank you. I'm so glad that so many of my Senate and Assembly colleagues are here. I'd like to turn it over to my co-chair of the bipartisan pro-choice legislative caucus, Ellen Jaffe.